And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Mod Scramble. 5 mods will scramble to become the champion of mods.
And I must say I'm a big fan of Omega BR, who may or may not be Pin Cara.
The following contest is the Mod Scramble match. The rules are simple. There is a 20-minute time limit. Falls count anywhere. When a pinfall or submission occurs, the one responsible will be the interim winner. Whoever is the interim winner by the end of the time limit will be declared the winner. Introducing first, from Rifle City, Kentucky, weighing in at 398 pounds, Smark Henry!
So these two men are going to have not going to have the advantage in this match. They're going to be starting out first, so they're going to be in the ring for the longest. Smark Henry, of course, formerly competed at Rasslemania. Last year in the Rumble, he was eliminated
by, I believe, Tenacious C and Smark Henry, but not before Smark Henry could get many eliminations himself. Again, former Woo admin, former WrestleChan admin, Smark Henry.
Famous for the world's strongest ban.
You smell what Barack is cooking.
But he is joined by this man.
And his opponent from the White House for 4 more years, Washington, D.C., weighing in at 258 pounds, Barack says.
And
this man, the most
go ahead, Cobra.
Defying mod on the board. Look at him, he looks great. He competed last year at WrestleMania, defeated Juan Cena, banned him using the Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell, of course, grueling structure. We'll see if that strengthened him, perhaps, prepared him for this match at WrestleMania 2.
4 more years. He's going to take on 4 more men. See if he can do it.
Scramble match for every year. How about that? Look at his sunglasses. He's looking great.
And here we go. Smark Henry and Barack says starting this match out. And big right hands there from Barack says. That's what won him the Hell in the Cell match last year. Whips Mark Henry across into the corner. And Mark Henry kicks straight back out. Going for some low kicks and a goat behind.
Smark Henry. There's a big difference between a Mark and a Smark.
Big difference. And here comes a big suplex there from Barack says to Smark Henry as Barack says just bring it.
Yep, taunting again. You don't want to be too cocky in this, but and expend all your energy by taunting, especially if you're one of the first 2 men. You know, neither have an advantage, but still want to preserve all your energy for the later, because again, you know, this is a 20-minute match.
It's a scramble for a reason. And Barack says now whips him across. And a big Samoan drop. That move we saw a lot last time at WrestleMania. And a big headlock into a hip toss. And a stomp to Smark Henry. Smark Henry now working the arm. Picks him up and big throw now. And almost an arm bar. Almost a key lock.
I'm surprised. I didn't expect Smark Henry to be the more technical sort. I mean, you have a move called the world's strongest band. You'd think he would be, you know, a bit of a strength and power guy.
Well, and we see Barack says going up top and a drop kick misses. Still manages to get up to his feet and the 2 men have a quick stare off. And a dragon screw there, taking the big man down. I think that's what Barack says he's got to do. I mean, Smark Henry has the obvious weight. Well, I was going to say had the obvious weight advantage. Hurricane Rana from the big man.
Hey, again, 5 offense. Never expected this from Smark Henry.
I think it must be like low gravity, maybe at WrestleMania.
Perhaps. Or perhaps he's been training with my comrade in arms, Sin Cara. He certainly seems to be using fuller kicks.
Very true. And, oh, I don't know what that was, but it turned Mark Henry inside out. I think Barack says surprised him there. And a float over DDT there. Shades of the Rock. Barack says, of course, taking most of his cues.
Ready to
and a spine on the pine.
And already, you see our first people's elbow of the match.
This is the thing about these scramble matches, is you've got to take those early advantages. You've got to take every chance you get. A big people's elbow from Barack says.
That could be it. That could be it. The people's elbow this early in the match, but no.
Smart Henry, of course, knows what's on the line here. The chance to be the mod champion of 420 Chan. Of Wu even. Of course, Spardock was unable to compete as WWE 12 is not available on PS Vita, so that's a shame. And another Hurricane Rana from Smart Henry there.
Remember, you can donate to Funny Chan by buying one of the souls of the band. It's only $4.20 in Canadian.
We buy me. And a big spear there.
For me.
For you, yeah, indeed. Of course, the souls of the band have been sucked into the monster that we know as Woe, who will be competing in the main event tonight. And the kick there stopped into a dragon screw again, taking the big man off his feet.
Someone else, speaking of the main event, we have The Rock as a member of that main event, that middle four-way match for the 420 Chan Championship. The Rock, as Barack says, known to have a bit of a bromance?
I think it's more they take cues from one another. I think
yes,
probably
they take cues from one another. Definitely.
Yeah, not snooker cues though.
Rock.
Or pool cues. And a big clothesline there. Big clothesline. Barack says, I think he's more used to the one-on-one competition. I thought he was setting up for the Barack bottom, but Smart Henry had that well read. And a crucifix attempt there. Looked like he was almost going for a crucifix bomb, but more for a pin. Could we see the world's strongest band?
World's strongest band!
World's strongest band, pinfall. 1, 2, no. Still no interim champion at this time.
Barack says he kicks out at 2.
Both men trying to get that early advantage. I think we're just 8 seconds away from another man joining the match.
Yeah, 8 seconds away. Who could it? Oh, it's Omega BR.
Omega BR is joining the match.
I love this guy. He unbanned me. Or rather, he just kind of said, whatever, man.
The fans aren't really too happy about Omega BR. That might be because Omega has... Oh, wait, hang on. A sunset flip bomb. And Omega smart to break up that pin. Omega...
Yeah, Omega, I believe, associated himself with Dark Matrix for WrestleMania events. Not a wise thing in the eyes of the fans.
Flew over DDT there. Bit of teamwork from Smart Henry. Barack says there, almost said Omega BR. I think we saw Omega backstage earlier poking Daniel Bryan with a stick. The most bizarre thing I've ever seen at WrestleMania.
Oh, of course. Poor Dirk.
And I've seen a 6-year-old girl pedigreed by Triple H.
This is the kind of spectacle you'll only see at WrestleMania, folks. This is why it's WrestleMania. This is why the thousands in attendance have come to watch the event. This is why the bazillions watching at home have tuned in. This is WrestleMania. You'll never get action anywhere else like this.
Let's just hope Vince isn't watching. And I will fall away facebuster there from Smart Henry. And now Omega BR picks Rocky up into a fisherman's suplex. He's got the pin. I should of course mention this is also Falls Count Anywhere in this match. Got to remember that.
Falls do count anywhere in this scramble match. A bit like the Arena one.
Yeah, the King of Threesomes match, we saw Mojo Jojo take excellent advantage of that, and there you see, Barack says...
Look, there we go, Barack on the outside, just, see, you can see him clutching his head. He's clutching his head. He needs to just rest up. He's been in since the beginning of the match.
I think he's thinking, I think he's pacing. He's had an idea. It wasn't a good one. He's in German suplex.
If I was Barack says, I would have just let Smart Henry and Omega BR just take each other out.
And wait a minute, I think he was going for the people's elbow, but Smart Henry broke up that attempt. Barack bottom! Barack bottom!
Barack bottom! Oh.
We are almost Almost a 3 there.
I don't believe there's been no pins or submissions in this match. Just
oh my
broken
god!
up.
That was a twisting fisherman's suplex, I think, there. And a fall-away slam there from Omega BR.
Omega
went for some kind of springboard. Didn't pay off.
No wonder he unbanned me. We wrestle the same.
He's picked up a lot from you. And the big drop kick to the face of Barack says. I have to say, I'm glad that Smart Henry decided to add more green to his attire. It's quite confusing with all the blackened men in the ring last year.
Indeed.
Last time even.
Mystery black men.
Mystery black men everywhere. And now Omega taunting Smart Henry.
Calling for something here. Oh, see,
Smart reverses. Could we see it? World's Strongest Man.
That's
Second
the thing
time.
About taunting. You don't want to taunt because that will just open you up. The other guy
says he's taking advantage. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 1 count there, I think.
Yeah. And there have been no pinfalls in this match, I believe. No one is the interim champion, but we still do have 2 people still in this match.
Plenty of pinfall attempts, but you've got to take both men out. That's the thing. We might need to see some double teaming and some working together here to try and get that advantage.
And of course,
crucifix.
You need to see more utilization of the Falls Count Anywhere rules. Roll up
here.
The Falls Count Anywhere rules. You get a chair, that's an equalizer. You go somewhere where the other guy can't get to you, that's an equalizer. That is how you can take the other out. Just get him away, hit him as hard as you can, feel the pinfall, and don't get pinned.
And look what
no one else does either.
You look what Omega was doing as well. He was just standing back there, letting Smart Henry and Barack says pick their spots, take their time. And now a fall-away slam there from Omega. He's taking advantage of the weaker man. But Barack says, I think, was too overzealous. Big Samoan drop there. And Barack says have the early advantage.
Time for the next man in the match.
It's Owen Fart.
Former member of PMC, Owen Fart. The Blazer.
The Blazer, Owen Fart. The memory of Owen Hart lives on. A big kick to the big calf kick there to Omega BR. And a pinfall here.
Huge kick that rocked him. But no, the pinfall from the fresh man doesn't seem very effective.
And of course, Owen Fart here is the. I'm going to butcher that name so much. Is the freshest man, and of course taking advantage. He's the one who's got the most energy, and I think it would be good for the other 3 men to try and put out that fire before it gets going. And I think that's what Omega BR has managed to do. Owen Fart is down, a big suplex. Mark Henry brought back into the ring, and here we go. It looks like we're seeing stereo finishes. There's a big power bomb there from Omega. 1, 2.
Oh,
and no.
I thought that was the first pinfall of the match, but no.
And 1. Then everyone and their dog tried to break up that one. Everyone but Charles Robinson there.
I wouldn't put it past him.
And Owen Fart. He's looking for a pile driver. I think he hit it. A float over DDT by Barack says, who's again taking too much time on the taunts, I think.
Again, that's the cockiness. That's the cockiness of Barack says. He learned that from his idol, The Rock. And that's, unless you're The Rock, you don't want that. And even then, for The Rock, it has worked out badly in the past.
And here we, and looks like the battling on the outside here. And Smart Henry, I think he's found a chair. And wait, hang on. I think Owen Fart just pinned him.
First pinfall of the match. Owen Fart, your interim champion. Pinning, Barack says.
And Smart Henry now taking a chair. Now, you've got to remember, of course, Owen Fart does not have to be pinned. Anyone could be pinned and could become the new interim champion. Another spine buster.
On the outside, final. Oh no!
Oh no!
Get away!
For God's sake!
Oh God! It's gonna happen.
There's not enough spaghetti to fix it.
It's gonna happen.
Oh no!
It's happening. Get out there, Red! Get out the
God!
way.
We've got a champion on our table.
Hello,
we didn't
Owen.
order this.
We
thank
ordered
God!
pizza.
Owen Fart's finally off the table. I was a little bit worried there.
Yeah.
And now Barack says again, he's doing some more thinking outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Looking for a spot.
Taking your spots, looking for the advantage, resting as well. Again, he has been in since the beginning of the match. This has been 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes of action here.
Along with Smart Henry, who's been sent outside again. And Barack says, I think he was aiming for something.
I thought he was looking for the rock bottom there.
And now Owen Fart, another power driver on Omega BR. Poor Omega seems to be getting his neck broken.
Again, I don't think the other mods quite like Omega BR for his association with Dark Matrix.
That's a possibility. And Smart Henry thought he was looking for another pin there. Didn't quite get it. DDT.
He's hit the proverbial Crimson Mask!
I think he might be busted open.
He's busted wide open! A proverbial Crimson Mask on Smart Henry. Again, blood. You talk about blood in wrestling. Blood in wrestling is just, it's something that just mobilizes you.
Pinfall by Barack says 2, 3. Barack says, and now you're interim champion. And Barack says his arm was raised there. And now Barack says, insult to injury. Barack bottom on Omega BR.
Smart Henry.
And now on Smart Henry. And Owen Fart's taking advantage. Was that a 3? No, that was only a 2. There was only a 2 there.
Again, current interim champion is Barack says. But it's time for the final. Wait, is it?
We're gonna have to pause at the moment because my thing is not.
Yeah.
It's buffering like a mother. I'm just gonna refresh. We're at 17.
Pause it. It's at 17 what?
17:17.
Jesus, we're like
Halfway through.
40 seconds. We're like 40 seconds up from each other.
Really?
Yeah, we're really gonna listen. Go to 17 when you get back. Go to 17:17. Before we do this, we really need to edit that because, or else I'll be calling for time for the latest thing. I mean, people could probably make botch jokes, but yeah. Definitely try and stitch these together just to make it a little more seamless and sync up.
Okay, this is 17.
Matrix 6.
Right, I'm just gonna let it buffer for a second. We're gonna go from 1777. 1717. Let me have a drink of my tea while I'm here as well. Jesus.
717?
1717.
So far, so good, though.
Yeah. It wasn't until that bit.
Just that bit. Yeah, that bit.
Okay, right, we're gonna go from that bit again. 5e, 4e, 3, 2. And now Smart Henry, big German suplex there from Owen Fart into a bridge. 1, 2. Was that 3? I think it was 3. Owen Fart there.
Yes, it's.
And here comes Sage Freehaven, the last man in this match. He's, damn it, Freehaven. Freehaven, you're gonna have
Freehaven.
You're gonna have to take advantage.
Here to spread him out to the world, Mr. Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, Sage Haven. I believe it's actually pronounced Sage, but who gives a? Here it's Mr. Freehaven himself, complete in his fursuit.
And a pinfall from I think there was a pin on Omega BR to Smart Henry there.
I don't know. They're all black.
Broxus takes out Owen Fart here. Big moonsault from Smart Henry.
I didn't know he could do a moonsault.
Well, he
Well,
can now.
Something new every day. How did he keep his hat on?
Magic glue, and they're back out by our table here again. Smart Henry.
Table?
Oh no, we've got Smart Henry on our table now.
It, aren't they?
We didn't order this. No, Rock. No, Barack. Barack
No, he's
dodged the wrong way. He dove the wrong way.
He dove the wrong way. The wrong way.
Meanwhile, in the ring, Freehaven is just taking apart Omega BR. And Omega took a shortcut there. A big low blow.
Right to the clamshells of Sage Freehaven, Sage Freehaven, complete shot, Mr. Stone, STS,
Wait a
whatever
minute,
you want to call him.
Barack says just got a pin on Smart Henry.
Good God, new interim champion.
A new champion, a new interim champion with 3 minutes on the clock. It's all to play for here. This is where the scramble becomes a real scramble, and Sage Freehaven is yet to take advantage of. And now
it was supposed to be a head scissors, but his feet aren't exactly closed.
I believe Freehaven is now taking on Smart Henry. Smart Henry reverses, clonks heads with Owen Fart. A big drop kick. And could we see a 619? I don't think we are.
Hit it! Shades of my nuts! Tag team partner! Great Code Mysterio!
Unfortunately, the 619 was not meant to be. World's Strongest Man! On Omega BR! Pin!
That has to be it.
One!
That has to be it.
No, Sage Freehaven was far too close that time. I think we're down to the last 10 seconds.
Can anyone get a pin?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. My time just skipped again. 3, 2, 1. No! A last-ditch effort, I think, there. Barack says.
You're the champion.
So you can see what happened here. Falls Count Anywhere really worked here. Owen Fart scoring the first pinfall on the outside. Then Barack says with a spine buster, followed up with the second pinfall.
Good. Clever use of the Falls Count Anywhere mechanic. Just get him away from the rest of the wrestlers. Hit him with your best shot. Win.
But what effort from Owen Fart here. He managed to get 2 pins in the match. One inside the ring, one outside. And this is what Barack says managed to do to win. He was on the outside. Everyone else had no idea what was going on. And you can see the disappointment, the frustration, and arguing the toss there that was a kick out. Barack says, it's the champion of mods.
Barack says!
The faces. Second win at Rasslemania.
Talk about a streak. Maybe this could be the Undertaker's next streak. Which the streak goes.
Wait a minute. Well, who's this?
Well, you see the music. You see the tights.
Kick! A bro kick! Whoever this young man is, he's just assaulted Barack says. Who is this young Irish fella? Well, wait a minute, hang on. It appears I've just received an email from the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations, Spada, and I quote, "Joining the PS Vita network allows you to game with anyone, anywhere, anytime. Buy a device today and sign up to game with me. I've also just... Oh, hang on. I've just received another email, this time from the Executive President of Talent Relations, k.o.t. And I quote, "Dear worthless fucks, as a result of the last contest being won by a black man, and the realization that Sage Freehaven is still a thing, I have appointed a brand new moderator. He's the Great White, preparing to bring the thunder. If there are any spammers, he'll fight them. He's the Celtic warrior, the Celt. My God, Cobra.
The Celt! The Celt! Face of Wu has changed, Reddington!
My God, what does this mean?"
I don't know. I don't speak Irish.
Just standing in this
Wow.
ring, being right back here in this ring, here in the WWE, makes me want to open up a big fat can of whoop.
Okay, you expect me to believe that load of crap? 2011, it's not 1994.
We're gonna take care of business tonight in this very ring.
Trust me, I'm not scared of a fight. I'd rather have walked in to this company, CM Punk, and leave CM Punk than to show up somewhere as
the ringmaster
or
Stunning Steve Austin.
Vince, I'll push you all I want. Vince, I'll kick you in the nuts and you'll smile at me and like it and show me some respect.
'Cause it's getting closer.
You know what I need? You know who I need? I need the old Stone Cold.
'Cause it's getting closer.
I don't want the new you. The new you sucks. I want the old you.
I would have to be out of my mind not to recommend that you be sent to the asylum for the criminally insane at Mattawan.
You respect Vince so much and you want to live in the past. You don't see the future, and trust me, I weep for the future. You know, I thought maybe, since me and you, yeah, we are a lot alike, I thought maybe we wanted the same things. I thought we were on the same page. We wanted the same goals. But it turns out, you're vindictive. It's the same old thing I've seen before.
You wasting my time. What do you want?
I want change. I am CM Punk, and I am the voice of the voiceless. Don't find me, don't suspend me after I kick your ass.
Talk about your songs, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin
has come here tonight to fight for his right to drink a beer. A man's right to drink a beer, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's on the line here, really. It's ideals. It's drink beer, fuck beer, versus that never say die attitude, that straight edge attitude of CM Punk.
Of course, yes, Austin, wrestling megastar, one of the biggest stars this business has ever seen. Known for drinking beer, known for just raising hell, give me a hell yeah. Of course, much history with CM Punk. This, ladies and gentlemen, a dream match.
and his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Now here's something very interesting. I mean, I would say that both these men are Paul Heyman guys, but maybe for different reasons. I think Punk is more interested in being a Paul Heyman guy for the authority, for the power, for the influence that it brings. I think Austin was just more interested in being a Paul Heyman guy because Heyman believed that Austin had a voice. Austin needed a platform to get what he had inside him out.
Of course. Again, we all remember Monday NyQuil on ECW. ECW, Paul Heyman's promotion. And of course, we remember the infamous pipe drop by CM Punk. Again, both men are fans of each other, but not so much tonight. They collide in the ring, different ideals, different... Oh, this is just electric, this atmosphere.
And CM Punk already going for a submission here, an abdominal stretch, and Steve Austin powers out and tells him that he's number 2 in his book.
Of course.
Maybe number 11, who knows? A big back body drop there by Steve Austin. Stone cold. Another Irish whip. And a float over DDT by CM Punk. Punk is probably going to have to use his quickness to his advantage here. Austin is probably going to come at him with right hands. He's going to play a few mind games. The veteran's going to be looking to hit the stunner. That's the one thing you've got to watch out for from Stone Cold.
It's a stunner. One of the greatest moves, one of the most powerful wrestling moves in this business. Punk's GTS, no slouch of a move compared to the stunner. You know, you hit the stunner, and if you're in a match with Stone Cold, it's over. It is over. The Rattlesnake has won.
A big suplex there from Steve Austin. Of course, Austin has competed in many WrestleManias. He's won numerous championships. Of course, probably part of the greatest WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania X7. And Punk was part of last year's WrestleMania, picking up a victory over 2003 Sean O'Haire.
I must say that, I mean, that could really come into play. Punk's experience in a WrestleMania, it might just give him the advantage. Stone Cold never has competed at WrestleMania. Punk has.
And Punk at the moment is being taken to school by Austin. The veteran is really giving him a lesson in basic wrestling holds, and a big net breaker there. Punk shaking the cobwebs out and those punches, but Punk managed to just get an elbow in there.
Right there.
And a big back suplex there. Austin, of course, has had his fair share of neck problems. Dropped on his head by Owen Hart in his career. Put him on the shelf for several years, several months, and then he was hit by a car by Rikishi, who did it for The Rock.
Of course, The Rock competing in the main. Hopefully Rikishi won't be as well.
Maybe he will be.
Well,
who knows?
We saw hit by a car earlier tonight. Maybe it wasn't Nick Hogan. Maybe it was Rikishi doing it for The Rock.
Maybe they set up a driving school. Anyway, let's get on. Get back to the match. And then now Steve Austin taking advantage with almost a version of a pump handle there into a stomach crusher. Wraps the arm, picks up the leg. And a shin breaker. Interesting to see Stone Cold trying to work on the legs of Punk, I guess, to maybe stop those educated feet of CM Punk.
The educated feet, of course. I mean, I've heard though, of course, you know, you take away the legs. You know, the GTS involves holding a man above your head. Take away the legs, how can you hold it? You'll have no lower body strength to support the man and to hit the GTS. Again, the GTS, head to the knee. You take away the knee, what does he hit you with?
Very good points there, and a pump handle slam there from CM Punk. CM Punk has really changed since last WrestleMania. He's really become more of a dastardly character, and Stone Cold, I think, is probably more the fan favourite here. Probably more the veteran. And second, pump handle slam there from CM Punk.
Did you say that CM Punk was the fan favorite?
No, I think Austin's the fan favorite.
Oh, absolutely.
I firmly believe that fans would want to see Austin win, over CM Punk.
That may be what they want, but again, it might not be what they get. CM Punk, you don't want to count him out. Years of experience, a year of Rasslemania experience. That in a way, a hometown vintage.
But Austin here, Austin's advantage is in the ring. Austin dominates that ring. He used to be the ringmaster, and he's proving it right now that he knows this ring better than anyone else. Austin's a veteran at this game.
Very, very ring general. Ring general is a great term for Austin.
Wait a minute, I think CM Punk.
He could
go to sleep. Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, just wow.
I think it was far too early though because Austin just responds with the right hand. Stunner! Punk's down!
Oh, God. Like
close to the ropes.
Oh. Ropes. Stunner.
Ring awareness there. Oh. The ring awareness of CM Punk to roll towards the ropes when he felt that move hit.
Yeah, that's just, again, I mean, we talked about Austin a ring general. I got to say that shows CM Punk is just as much a ring general as, maybe not quite as much, but he's definitely showing some great awareness there. Rope breaks, again, you want to make sure you know where you're in the ring at all times.
That big elbow there from Austin, probably slightly mistimed, but he's taken advantage again. Big bulldog. Got Punk in the center of the ring. Big knee to the gut. Picks him up. Powerbomb. I don't think I've ever seen Steve Austin hit a powerbomb. It must be this environment where people have just been powerbombing everyone else all night.
Right, you know, I mean, Steve Austin, he's nothing. He knows how to adapt, you know? You see a bunch of guys doing a powerbomb, you see that it works, you say, well, I think that I'll do that.
Of course, Stone Cold recently put an ET mask on and just wanted a cheeseburger, and he didn't get the cheeseburger.
Yeah, he's mad. He'll want a cheeseburger. Have you ever been denied cheeseburger, Reddington?
I'm not a big fan of cheeseburgers, I'll be honest. Big kicks there from
whatever the hell
Punk.
Drink or eat. Red burgers.
Yes, that is exactly what I eat. Anyway, the both through from Punk, and only a 1 count. Austin, I think, was maybe caught off guard there, but gets it back with a big net breaker.
Not caught off guard enough. Austin just...
Oh, and break of the eyes there.
Oh, just a horrible move there. Just sneaky, smart. I can't say that he shouldn't break the eyes. I'm just saying it's not exactly in the spirit of friendly competition.
I would say it was probably taking a page out of the book of Sean O'Hare from last year, who was known for his dastardly tricks towards the young guy CM Punk from 2003. I mean, this is, again, you got to think this is a different Punk from 2003. This is 2012 now. You know, it's a good 9 years. Good 9 years of learning those dirty tricks. You know. And Austin, of course, is known for his mind games and his dirty tricks in the past. He's no saint.
Don't trust Austin. But you know, I mean, perhaps Punk he needs to dig down. He needs to take the page out of Sean O'Hare's book to defeat Austin.
Now Punk up to the top rope. Big Hurricanrana or a Frankensteiner. And a flying crossbody.
All these top rope moves actually connect.
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Is this... I know that music.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Is he here? Is 2003 Sean O'Hare here in the arena?
I don't believe it could be possible.
I don't think he actually came out. I just heard the music. But Austin...
Then... Stunner! Another stunner!
Austin!
Wait a minute.
Is that... It is!
Sean O'Hare! Sean O'Hare with a Shanton bomb!
But Austin wins! Stone Cold!
Let's just review what happened here. So, Austin hits the stunner. This is the first time.
Yeah, if not for the ropes, it would have been over.
This was the second time.
Again, you take 2 stunners from Steve Austin, you are out.
Sean O'Haire provided the distraction.
Here's your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh wait, hang on. Sean O'Haire in the ring now. He just provided the fuel for Austin. Offering the handshake. Oh wait a minute. Austin says,
nope.
Nope, indeed. Stunner.
Stunner.
Stone Cold stands tall.
No friend for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Big victory tonight. Stone Cold Steve Austin, your winner.
I don't think we've seen the last of Sean O'Haire and CM Punk though. I think that rivalry is far from done. I think this was just a stop on the way.